Another night of championships in New Jersey. Thanks for being with us. I'm Nick Medanis. St. Peter's, Don Bosco coming up, non-public 4. The rest of the teams tonight in those regional title games. Two great stories in North Group 4. Wayne Valley was a 5 seed. Northern Highlands comes off its first sectional crown in 40 years. And coming out tonight looking like the better team, Enzo Aroha hits Ethan Harris. Harris goes 75 yards. Northern Highlands up early, 7-0. Later in the first, Highlanders come up with another big play. Aroha to Zach Saturn in space across the middle. It's an 80-yard touchdown. Boom, 14-0. In the second, Wayne Valley is down 17-0, but a little life thanks to this 57-yard punt return. It's Elijah Lugo. And that gives the Indians good field position. A few plays later, Tommy Moran airs one out to the end zone. It's almost picked. Watch. The concentration. Anthony DePalma makes the catch. Indians on the board, 17-7. Fourth quarter, Wayne Valley at the 1. John Testa in. Brings Wayne Valley to within 3, but they need a stop. Highlanders facing 3rd and 12 at their own 45. Frank Totoro with a there he is. Look at that. Monster sack. Forces Highlands to punt, and on the ensuing Valley drive, it's Moran. Throws a 38-yard bomb to Lugo in stride. Little margin for error back in the end zone. Wayne Valley in front, and the defense takes care of the rest. The Indians score 21 in a row, erasing a 17-0 deficit to claim the title, 21-17.
And they learn how to fight and never give up and keep their poise. And that's why nobody ever panicked. We went into that locker room and said, we got this, we're just exactly where we want it. And they just kept on fighting and believing. And they're champions because of it, man. I'm so proud of these guys. They really deserve it.
Going into half, we knew we were going to have to start making plays. We weren't playing Valley football in the first half. Second half, our defense came out strong, didn't allow anyone to score, and we just played our game.
Valley, along the way, beating Wayne Hills, Phillipsburg, Old Tappan. Boonton just winning its first sectional title in 16 years, even longer for Park Ridge. Got to go back to 1995. Today, a regional crown at stake. The Owls beat Boonton last year in the playoffs. Opening drive of the game, Park Ridge marching down the field. This is the quarterback, Vince Pinto, putting the Owls on the board 7-0. And then in the final minute of the first quarter, Pinto scores again. I don't think anybody touched him. 14-zip. Boonton, though, gets a lucky break here, perhaps. A special teams mistake by Park Ridge. Titus Johnson all over it, recovering for Boonton at the Owls 21. Moments later, it's Corey Dempster with a 14-yard touchdown, cutting the lead to 14-7. And Boonton comes out after the half and dominates the third. Look at Matt Cannizzaro bringing down Pinto for the sack. Boonton scores 21 in a row. Danny Portis with the deep ball. Michael Kreitz over the shoulder. 77 yards, and with that play, Boonton is up 21-14. Tied at 21 now, less than 2 minutes in the game. Park Ridge takes the lead. Pinto with plenty of time, looking for Justin Wagner. 36 yards, 28-21. Park Ridge takes the regional title, beating Boonton. The Park Ridge coach, Tom Curry, is with us right now. Tom, how does it feel to be in that stadium celebrating a victory like this?
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The kids were resilient throughout the whole entire game, but this is a great feeling. You know, winning the state sectional last week and winning this game here in Metlife in front of all these fans is an experience these kids will never forget, and I'm sure the coaches will never forget. I'll never forget it.
Take me through the winning drive. I mean, what's going through your mind in those final 2 minutes? Are you thinking overtime? Obviously, you're thinking, let's go for it there.
Correct. You know, we always say put the ball in the hands of the best player, and Pinto and Wagner are two of the best that have come through for us. And you know, we said we're going to go for it no matter what, and we pounded them, but they gave us a little crease, and Vince threw a great ball to the corner to Justin, and he made a great catch on it, and it was just a great high school football game.
20 years from now, what will you remember about this team?
You know what? I'll remember the times that we were on the practice field, you know, not just the big games, but this is just a great group of kids. I have a son, so I want my son to grow up to be a lot like them. And, you know, I'll just remember those times. But I think I'll take this memory of MetLife and winning a game with under 2 minutes. I'll take that too.
So as I've said on the show plenty of times, I am a Park Ridge alum. I played football there. No question about that. Now, Tom, you can't see this, I know, but I brought in a game ball of mine from October 28th, 2000. I promise I'm going somewhere with this. Park Ridge 17, Dwight Englewood 6. And now I remember I got this game ball against Dwight Englewood because I did particularly well pressuring the quarterback that game. Can you tell my viewers who the quarterback was that day?
I believe that would be me, and I think you did a great job. We were okay, but I remember you pounded me a little bit. But yes, you did get a game ball for that. We still give those out. So I can't wait to see it later, to see this game ball and see what it looks like now, because now ours are real fancy now.
But listen, I bring this up because when you took over this job, it was a very difficult transition. My coach, Gary Maioli, had died, and it was a tragedy for his family, for the Park Ridge family, for me personally. How did you navigate that over these last few years? How were you able to handle that?
Unfortunately, when he passed, we kind of had to rally together, and I think it made us closer as a family. And there was a lot of alumni here today during those years when I first took over. And, I always break down every day with family. And I think that's what Park Ridge, the community, really embodies, is the family atmosphere and the family dynamics. And that's what Coach did a lot for. And I kind of took that and we flew with it. But an amazing community support, that's kind of how we got here.
Well, we know you made Coach proud, and you're definitely making alumni proud. I can speak for them today. So congratulations on the win, Tom, and thanks for being with us today.
Nick, thank you so much. Thank you for all the coverage, and it's a good day to be an Owl today.
Sure is. All right, you've waited long enough. Let's get to the big one. St. Peter's Prep and Don Bosco, Ironmen on fire. But St. Peter's the favorite much of the season.
Just be St. Peter's Prep, okay? We don't have to do anything else but be who we are. I know there's only one 10-1 team on the field, guys. There's only one 10-1 team on the field. There's only one team on the field who's done it our way. There's only one team on the field who's had to go through what we've had to go through. There's only one team on the field who deserves to be number one in the state of New Jersey.
Now let's get to Robin Deehan at the Meadowlands for the story. Robin.
Nick, it felt like the main event here at MetLife Stadium. A huge crowd coming out to see St. Peter's Prep and Don Bosco in the non-public Group 4 championship. The Marauders, 10-1 on the season, beat Don Bosco in the regular season, so the Ironmen looking for revenge on the big stage. Don Bosco advancing after holding off St. Joe's Montvale, St. Peter's Prep knocking off St. Augustine to set the stage in this non-public Group 4 championship. First quarter, Cody Simon fields the Bosco punt. Looks like he might go out of bounds, but slips back towards the middle and takes this 70 yards to the house. St. Peter's Prep up 7-0. Bosco answers. The handoff goes to Jalen Berger. He cuts it to the outside and turns on the Jets down the sidelines. A huge gain deep into Marauder territory. A few plays later, Berger finishes what he started with a 10-yard touchdown, game tied. Bosco special teams also making some noise. Jameer Green blocks the punt and Colin Ramos recovers in the end zone. That puts the Ironmen in front 14-7, and that score holds through the half. Fourth quarter now, St. Peter's Prep knocking on the door. Quarterback Tajamel Bullock calls his own number, a 5-yard score. Marauders decide to go for two. The handoff goes to Jelani Mason. He cuts it to the outside and gets in. Prep in front 15-14 on a gutsy call. 50 seconds to play now. Last chance for Bosco, attempting a 43-yard field goal, but it's blocked, and Avery Powell returns it for the score. That seals it. St. Peter's Prep champions once again, 21-14 the final. Coach, we got one more trophy for you. 11-1 on the season, non-public Group 4 champions. News 12 New Jersey is proud to present you with our top honor, the Gillen Trophy.
Took about 3 seconds. We thought we had a play, and we thought we had them on the ropes, and we're here to win. I didn't want to go to overtime and get involved with flipping the coins and all that stuff. So we thought we had them on the ropes. We thought we had a play. Kids believed in it. Kids wanted to do it, so I went for it.
Those guys are amazing. I give kudos to all those guys, but these guys, they never let up. They always kept pushing me. I kept pushing those guys, and we never took off the gas. You know, we had to keep our head up at all times, as we did, keep pushing each other.
This is St. Peter's Prep first non-public Group 4 championship since 2014. Congratulations to the Marauders on a great season and for winning our Gillen Trophy. Nick, back to you.